Next up, we have 10,000 and the 100 emoji by ColBreakz with a Z. Once featured in Geometry Dash is my understanding. Once again, everybody, this is a Basterd's LFA, a Layman-Friendly analysis. I'm a professionally trained musician and composer, and my objective here is to explain things in a way so that you don't have to be one to understand what is happening here, musically. So, if you like the sound of that, make sure you're following the channel, subscribe to the channel, whatever time you want to use. Like the video, share the video, leave a comment, turn on notifications, become a member. Once again, everybody, if members get early access to the content, artists, let's collaborate. I can provide guitars, I can provide Mongolian throat singing, you know, the good old kind of thing. I have a whole spiel for this at the end of the video, so stick around for that. Disclaimers showing on your screen right now, so go ahead and pause the video if you want to read them full. Otherwise, let's do this. 10,100. Let's go. Okay, we are 6 seconds in, and we already have a very nice, very dynamic, very moving motif. We have an initial synth that is giving like that initial quasi-percussion, and we bring in our initial motif. Motif, of course, being the smallest version of your musical idea, the seed, the essence from which everything else comes from. Yes, and Hidden, welcome today. Legendary, welcome today. How you doing? Let's see where it goes. So we repeat it, and we do have a bass. We have the accompaniment giving us bass and chords. So accompaniment, by the way, accompaniment being your backing track, the backing band, the ones that do not have the spotlight at any given time. So we are having that. We now bring in like a filter. We remove a filter. We make the motif sound a little more clear. Let's see where it goes. And we're getting variations already. Okay, so we bring in the drums. We bring a very, very lovely drum beat for this. We are now doing a little bit of variations on the melody, adding a couple of extra notes. I forget the term I forget the term you put for when you have notes between notes. Counterpoint for notes between notes. There might be one. Passing tones. There we go. So we are adding some passing tones in between. So the idea of a passing tone. A passing tone is usually in counterpoint, of course, being counterpoint being the study of melodies, how they develop, how they interact with one another, usually under the context of having more than one melody playing at the same time. However, the individual melodies still have this kind of thing. So the concept of a passing tone is when you are playing notes in your melody that either don't belong to the chord that you are playing, or that do not belong to the that wouldn't be in the original version of the melody. So in this case, we're doing something like no, but I'm going to be playing in C major, by the way, because I do not have perfect pitch. So let's say we are doing a motif like this, right? When we add passing tones, we would be adding notes in between that. So instead of going, you would be doing. I even had to figure it out myself. So yeah, passing tone is basically you're adding more notes in between to just fill up. So if you were to have, I don't know, something like, Imagine I Can Play, right? You can then add a couple of passing tones over here. Imagine I Can Play. I am absolutely not a pianist, so that kind of thing, where you're just adding more notes in between kind of thing. So we're having that every once in a while, but we are still mostly playing the same version of the motif. And of course, the accompaniment, we have the chords playing and the rest. So a keyboard on a keyboard. Yes, yes, I do have this MIDI keyboard, which shows you which notes I am playing. And I do have a physical keyboard right under my screen. I've had this the whole time, by the way. So yeah, Fat, welcome today. How you doing? Let's see where this goes. Ooh, we changed the drums a little bit. We obfuscate the sound a little bit. Okay, so we bring in a new version of the melody. It still follows the motif somewhat, but I'm trying to figure out what kind of... So we change the rhythm of the motif. We changed the rhythm of the motif. Well, as the original one had a few displacements here and there in the rhythm, now we have evened out the sound in the motif, and I think we have done an inversion now. I think we have the inversion going on, so instead of going upwards, it's going downwards now. And Mayarosa Monchi, welcome today. How you doing? So yes, inversion. There's two types of inversion. There's a version in the melody, there's version on the harmony. Right now we're going to be talking version in the melody. Inversion is when you take a musical idea and you flip it upside down. So if we were to have this kind of motif over here, C major, which is ironically the Papageno motif in Die Zauberflöte by Mozart. Brilliant opera. So yeah, we have this. We can have that. And if we then invert it, instead of going up, it's going down. It is that simple, but right now what we've done is that we have taken a motif that had a different rhythm. So the original had a more uneven rhythm. Something like that. There we go. That's why the finger was not... Something like that. And now what we've done is that we have inverted the melody and we have at the same time evened down the rhythm. Instead of, the... But we're still playing overall the same melodic shape. Very interesting. We also changed the drums around. Let's see where it goes. Oh, and off the ramp we go. Off the ramp, of course, being a colloquial term that I use. Colloquial, by that I mean there's no official academic definition for this, or at least I'm choosing not to use it for the sake of simplicity. And off the ramp is what I call a transition. It can be as short as a couple of beats. It can be as long as an entire section. And the purpose of it is to make your listener feel suspended up in the air at the mercy of inertia, waiting to see where you land. How do you do that? Remove the drums. Maybe the bass as well. Which is kind of what we're having over here. We slowed down the drums so much that they're basically not there. And we have now swapped. I think in this case, in the previous version of the melody, we had the straight rhythm, like the more evened out rhythm in the accompaniment. And then we had the uneven rhythm in the melody. Now we've swapped them around. The melody has a more even rhythm, and the accompaniment now has a more uneven rhythm. So we're swapping those around, but we have inverted the melody as well. Did we invert the chords as well? Let me hear. Maybe. And still straight for a drop, and I have no idea what this is, but, Chris, thank you for hanging out. So, we bring in our first dropping off the beat. So when it comes to music, you want to keep a careful balance between what is familiar and what is new. Too much familiarity, too much of the same thing, too much repetition, you risk boring the listener, they tune out. Too much new material too quickly, you risk overwhelming the listener, they tune out. There is one universal exception, which is solos. You introduce a solo no matter what the instrument is, as long as it sounds cool enough and it fits enough, you can get away with anything. And then electronic music has one additional exception, which is dropping the beat. When you drop the beat, you can do almost anything you want, and as long as it fits enough, you can do whatever material you want. And right now, it's kind of what we're doing. Let's see where to go. We're engaging in the dubstep wub that we know electronic music to have ever since Skrillex. Ever since Skrillex went ahead and ruined the entire genre for the entire people. They don't make them like they used to no more. So we bring in the Skrillex wub to this kind of thing. And of course, we bring a call and response to this on top of that. So call and response being a musical conversation where you have one side starting something. When it ends, the other one starts. When that ends, the other one starts. Right now, of course, you can hear that between the whoop whoop and the higher melodies going up, which is not the melody of the motif, but it is adornment enough. So let's see where it goes. So we're bringing the whoop whoop and so yeah, we have the chords there as a response. We develop more, and we're having those little moments of response. Very cool. The video is very distracting. The video is so distracting. And yeah, that was my neck. Yeah, I'm trying not to look at the video to focus on what the music is doing. Alright, yeah, the music's really good, and basically we are engaging, we're just taking advantage of rhythm, that whoop whoopness, and adding some of the chords, a little bit of the melody in between, giving it this sense of call and response. Usually call and response, it is funny, that's why it's distracting. Call and response, of course, there is, like, let me give you a more easy to follow example, because right now it's a little bit difficult because it's happening so sporadically, where there's a lot of the whoop whoop, and in between we get every little bit we're getting it right. So a call and response could be, you know, it could be just repeating the same motif, which is called canonic imitation, right? So we have them down here. So you can hear clearly that there's two separate parts engaging in a call and response. Do you wear glasses at work? Yeah. For work. I take them off for the stream because I feel like it. But at work, yeah, I do wear glasses at work. Because at work I have to read very, very small things. Because I work with a lot of numbers and text. So I wear glasses. Like, I need glasses to read, like, at a distance and whatnot. I can't read anyway, but yeah. Anyway, try open a browser tab and to not see the video. No. Let's see where it goes. So we're continuing the dropping of the beat. Nice. Oh, we introduced a bit more melody. Ooh, very smooth. Very, very smooth. We keep the drums where they were and we switch right back to the motif. This version of the motif sounds to be the original or a variation of the original, a slight variation. But now we have, at the very least, the rhythm back. We have that uneven rhythm back in the melody. Let's see where this goes. Stop distracting yourself with the rotating photo of seamless. Look, I'm not the one who made the video. All right, and this is right on my right in front of my face. Right? So, yeah. Let's see where it goes. So a slight variation. Oh, okay, so yeah, I think the variation here, this is either a partial inversion, where we're having like half part of the melody not really inverted, part of the melody inverted, or it could be a retrograde. So a retrograde is another way that you can develop your material, right? Retrograde is when you play something backwards. So if we were to play something like this, right? So we have something like that, a retrograde. It would be playing those notes backwards. So if you don't Skystrike yet, check the YouTube channel because I have no clue. Like, at this point, we're well over. Yeah, by the way, if you're going to request a song or ask for a song, I would advise first search on the channel, because we have 500 LFAs already. So search the channel, and if it's not there, then yeah, go ahead and do the things. So let's and now we have done another version of the melody. We have introduced some sidechaining. Sidechaining, of course, in electronic music, being that whatever your sidechaining is being interrupted by the drums. I've seen two types. One of them, which is gradual, in which the sound gets turned down and back up, and one you know, the one type being the gradual type, like kind of like moving a knob down and back up, and then the other one being like the on and off binary kind of thing. Let's see where this goes. Off the ramp we go, again, and we're slowly fading in. Just so we finished Silent Hill on Friday, so yeah, today's a full stream of this. Let's see where this goes. Alright, now we have... So we do a partial recall, like we're partially recalling, recapitulating a little bit the start of what we were doing in the at the start of the piece, where we just have the melody and the bass. So let's see where this goes. Yes, we did. Yes, we did. We finished Silent Hill. Okay, so now we have... So yeah, we bring back the original version of the motif, now with the drums, and I think the accompaniment changed a little bit. We have some like strings playing in higher up with a synth of strings, a little bit higher, I believe. And Nikki Mangosteen and Shimi, welcome today. How y'all doing? So yeah, very nice. I really like this. I like the melody. This is such a simple motif, but it's not that simple a motif, but it's being used in such a straightforward way. I love it. Let's see where it goes. Alright, we changed the drums a little bit. We kind of obfuscate the melody. Okay, we are bringing back, I think we're just repeating what we did before, because now we bring the inverted version of the motif with the straight, with the even rhythm. So, let's see. Did we inversion sound? Nice. Nice, good. And we add a little bit of counterpoint to this. So counterpoint, as mentioned before, being the study of melodies, how they interact with each other, how they develop, usually in the context of two or more melodies, usually independent from one another, doing the same thing. And in this case, it sounded like they were contrary motion. So counterpoint is usually measured in motion. And there are three types of motion, three main types. There's parallel, there's similar, and then there's contrary. Parallel motion means that both melodies are doing the exact same shape, just starting from a different point. So if we bring the same major over here, we do this on C, and then from a different point, in this case, E. If we do them both at the same time, both are playing the same shape, we get a harmonized melody, which is parallel motion. Similar motion is probably one of the more complicated ones, where you're having both melodies roughly going the same way, but there's different stuff happening in between. Of course, Bach's inventions have a lot of that. So I know that we have something like, what was it? Oh, it's higher up. That kind of thing where these are not really the same exact things, but yeah. All right, so we're having that, and then contrary motion, where you have one melody going one way, the other one is going the opposite way. Very nice and simple. Very, very simple, straightforward. I think right now we're getting probably a mix between similar and contrary motion of the motifs being played right now. Very lovely. Let's see where it goes. And we bring another drop. More complicated this time. We even removed the rest of the background. We're going all in. So we have brought now the climax of the piece. Climax, of course, you want to either do the most climactic thing you can do in the case of electronic music. Yes, bringing a new drop with like more complex stuff will work. Otherwise, the alternative to that would be to bring and revisit as much of your material as you can. Right now, of course, we're seeing the drop being the focus. Let's see how this goes. Elimination, welcome today. How you doing? Enjoying the photo? I am I'm almost getting dizzy looking at this. I'm trying to stare at the chat instead. So yes, we're having, of course, we are on principle repeating everything we've done before, except now it's a little bit more grandiose. We're doing more stuff. So yeah, let's see where this goes. All right, good clarification, good save, Elimination, good save. Oh god. So yeah, we're having that call and response. We're accelerating the whoop whoopness of the bass, adding those adornments here and there, and oh. So this is not quite a drop. This is not quite the rest, but we bring another variation of the melody now with this new drum. With this new beat completely. Risky move, because we are bringing something completely new to the end of the material, but we do still have the motif there. It's kind of sidechained, so yeah, we have a beat change over here. It's a little bit more accelerated. It's done in what is called triplets, by the way. So the idea of triplets, comes from the concept of tupleting. So far, we have been doing what is called a straight rhythm, right? Straight eighth notes kind of thing. And KJ, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the Mosh Pit. Welcome today. So how's you want to now? It's a solid 8 today. I compromised on my sleep yesterday for no good reason, so I'm a little bit sleep deprived right now, but anyway, so straight eighth notes, for example, or a straight rhythm is when you have, for example, a 4/4 bar and you're just playing straight, right? So 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Like, it's very, very straightforward, very mechanical, very much on the metronome. Then you have the concept of tupleting, which is the idea of fitting a certain number of notes where another group would be. So the most famous one, of course, being the triplet in eighth notes. So as I was counting the 1 through 4, right? 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. So 1 and, that is 2 eighth notes, right? 2 and, that is 2 eighth notes. The concept of the triplet would be to then, in that same space that we had 2 eighth notes, equally distribute 3 instead. So instead of 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and, we go to 1 ta-ta, 2 ta-ta, 3 ta-ta, 4 ta-ta, 1 ta-ta, 2 ta-ta, 3 ta-ta, 4 ta-ta. And basically that's what we're doing with the beat change. We're going from straight eighths to triplets, and that's it. And string here, I like all of yours. I appreciate it. I enjoy making this so much. So yeah, let's see where this goes. So you can feel that it's a little bit smoother, it's more accelerated. And we do have elements from the whoop-whoopness still there, building up, we're harmonizing. And how are we gonna end this? One more repetition? How are you gonna end this? There we go, so we repeat it a couple more times, we let the melody do its course, and one more beat, we play it, we let it echo out, and there you have it. That was fun. There you go. That was 10,100 with the 100 emote by ColBreakz. That was very fun. Featured in Geometry Dash is my understanding. Maybe on TriOS as well. Once again, everybody, this has been a Basterd's LFA, a layman-friendly analysis. I'm a professionally trained musician and composer, and my objective here has been to explain things in a way so that you don't have to be one to understand what's happened here musically. So, if you're watching this on the YouTube video archive thing, thank you for watching. Make sure you're following the channel, subscribe to the channel, whatever term you want to use. Like the video, share the video, leave a comment, turn on notifications, become a member. Once again, everybody, if we somehow hit 10,000 subscribers on YouTube before Christmas of 2025, I will take a single fan fiction of the choice of the community, and I will fully produce, record, and voice act an audiobook for it. We also had a member offer to do a Discord Nitro giveaway. We might do other types of giveaways as well if that happens. If you have any other ideas, or you have or you want to contribute to the hype, let me know. Just reach out and we'll make it work as much as possible. This has to be achieved through legitimate and honest means only. No account duping, no botting, no buying followers, no alt accounts, no rat behaviors like that. Go share the videos, the streams with your friends, with your families, with your family's friends, with your friends' families. Those are two very distinct concepts, by the way. Share them with your online and offline communities. Use the hype function on YouTube. I don't know how it works, but we have a group on the Discord that does, so go check them out. Link down below. Go coordinate with them. Yes. So yes, there's that. Artists, ColBreakz or any other artist on YouTube or otherwise. I want to collaborate. I'm open to collaborations. If you want any of my musical skills, whether that is my guitars, my Mongolian throat singing, you know, the good old ooh, 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 ooh kind of thing, or regular singing, voice acting, anything like that. Or if you want help figuring out something for your composition, anything like that, just reach out, let me know, and we'll make it work as much as possible. If you're in the audience and you know any artists that could benefit, let them know. Please do not harass anyone. Please do not spam anyone. Please be cool about it. Don't be a rat about things. Members get early access to the content. I schedule the videos for the week on Saturdays, and if you're a paid member on YouTube, you get access to the videos when I schedule them, regardless of the tier, at least for the LFAs. So become a member today. If you want to listen to this without me interrupting every 3.5 seconds, I will be linking it in the description down below. If you want to request a song and you're not on the live stream, check the pinned message, the pinned comment on this video. It has the instructions on what to do. And if you want to catch the videos when they happen, the streams when they happen live, we aim for Monday through Friday, 6 p.m. Central European Time. We have, if you're not in Europe, do not worry. We have the full up-to-date streaming schedule showing in your local time zone in both Discord and Twitch, both linked down below. So if you live in Weed, California, and you're like, yeah, but what time is 6 p.m. in Hungary? I don't live there. Do not worry. We have the full up-to-date schedule in your local time zone, Discord, Twitch, both linked down below. And follow the gaming channel. I have a gaming channel because of course I have a gaming channel. I'm on YouTube. What else could I possibly have? Games are Basterd. That's where I put the gaming after show recordings when they happen. They get recorded on the main channel. And then the recordings go on the gaming channel, link down below. We just finished Silent Hill F. We're probably gonna play some more Vintage Story. I'm probably gonna play Bolt Gun next, and I have a massive list of games. It's wild. So check it out. Link down below. Just search on YouTube, same username as James R. Basterd. Just swap the J for a G, and you got it. And yeah, there you go. 10,100. ColBreakz. Good stuff, man. Good stuff. Really, really good stuff. But yeah, let's move on.